Hello guys, this is Vysh. So today day 3 of the daily quiz which we started on April 14th, and this will continue for next 50 days. So in total you will get 1250 MCQs, which is all picked up from the Vysh test series materials which are given to our students, the paid students. You can also get it. These are the packs which we have given subject wise now. Usually students will enroll to the pack 1, and it will have 100 tests plus 250 charts, and it includes everything which you need for one full year. Okay, but now in the last 50 days, maybe you, even if you buy this, you will not be able to complete this. So you should go for the pack which you think is weak for you. Like current affairs is weak for you means you have to buy this pack 13. If you need some older current affair, pack 12, 11, 10. Or if you need some NCERT or geography, maps, environment, polity, everything is given separately. So whichever is your weaker section, take that and buy it and read it. Okay, because these are all soft copy PDF. And even if you want to see sample, okay, sample 3 test, you can email it vyshupsc@gmail.com, and we will give you 3 free test PDF. Okay, and if you have already seen the sample, or daily when we are showing the quiz, that is the sample exactly. So when you like it and if you want to enroll, then directly WhatsApp us at this number, so that you can immediately enroll and not waste more time, because each day you waste, you are letting your competitors win this exam. Okay, so now when you do this quiz, mark your score also in the live chat. You can participate, and also subscribe to this channel so that free videos can be continuously uploaded every day. So the first question for today is, which of the following are true? As per the Triple Talaq Act, declaration of talaq would be treated as a cognizable offense. India was the first country to ban triple talaq. So here, two statement type question. If you don't know the statements, then better you have to skip it. Okay, but if you have heard about it, or if you have studied this act and all, then you can give an attempt, or you can just take an intelligent guess. So here, first thing is you have to know the act, and you have to know what is the meaning of cognizable offense. So cognizable offense means something for which the crime is very serious, and you don't need a arrest warrant to arrest him. Okay, so this is actually the question which is asked in the first statement. And second one, India was the first country to ban triple talaq. So here the answer will be one only, because India is not the first country. Egypt was the first country to ban the triple talaq in 1929 itself. And here if you see, it is a criminal offense, it is a cognizable offense, and so that is a very serious crime as per the law. Okay, as per the triple talaq law. And remaining the details, okay, we have mentioned here. And why this question is asked now, because the Muslim Women Rights Day was observed on August 1 in India, in the month of August, and that is the reason this is in the August current affair PDF. So like this, whenever something comes in news, you have to know the basic information about it. Okay, like what is the act, or whether India has done it for the first time, whether other countries are there, or whether it can be like repealed later, or whether constitution has some clauses related to it. So like that, the related things you have to know. So the next question for today is, you have to identify the person. He was a Gandhian agriculturalist, educationist, linguist, geologist, and writer. He designed a flag called the Swaraj flag. So who is being described here? Okay, whether it is Badruddin Tayyibji, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Pingali Venkaya, Lala Lajpat Rai. So all these people in different ways, UPSC have already asked questions in the last 5-10 years. So you have to know about each of these persons. Okay. Also the INC presidents will be there. Okay, Indian National Congress presidents. The list will be there in Wikipedia, and there are the years and the place at which they were the president. All these things will be mentioned. So that table you have to by heart. Okay, YCI students anyway will get a revision chart, so you will get information about all these people. And when you do the spectrum test, you will get more information. So here, who is the person is which is being described here? So the answer is Pingali Venkaya. His 145th birth anniversary was there in August. So that is why. So he, if you see the national flag and all, was like he's the architect behind the design of the Indian national flag. And the saffron color and the white color, green color, what does it imply? That is mentioned here. And the 24 spokes of Ashoka Chakra, that's also mentioned here. And who changed that one? That's also mentioned. The Suraya Tayyibji changed old chakra design to Ashoka Chakra. So basic information, and then the extra link is also given so that you can see it with pictures. Okay, so whatever is given here, this will be enough for a UPSC question. So don't do too much in research and all on these kind of topics. Next question. Again, you have to identify this particular plant, you can tell, or the medicine. That is, options are cardamom, ashwagandha, brahmi, and triphala. So this is also asked for a particular reason. So this is called as this Singhania somnifera, the scientific name. It is commonly called as Indian winter cherry. This traditional herb boosts energy, reduces stress, and makes immune system stronger. It is easily accessible over-the-counter nutritional supplement in UK. So which of the following is the one being described here? So UPSC can ask description based questions. It has been asking in the past, and now because it's bringing back all the old style of question, like giving statement 1, statement 2, then assertion, reasoning type, there are many types of new questions coming. So this description type questions also is expected this year, so you have to be prepared for it. So here it is ashwagandha. The Ayush Ministry is conducting some clinical trials and all on that. That is why it is important and you have to know. Okay, so basic things about what is Ayurveda, what comes under it, All India Institute of Ayurveda, and what is the research going on. All these things you have to know. And about this herb, whatever needed, that we have given here. Okay, so these other options also, cardamom, brahmi, and triphala, about that also do some basic research. Next one, Permanent Forum of People of African Descent. This kind of forum was there in news. It was established in the backdrop of concern over which of the following issues: malnutrition, poverty, slavery, illiteracy. You see, all these four problems are there in Africa. So that is why this becomes confusing if you have not read about it. So, Permanent Forum for People of African Descent. This is related to slavery and about the inclusiveness of people. So, this is established in the backdrop of concern over slavery. And again, basic things are mentioned here. United Nations have passed a resolution adopted by 193 members, and this new body was created ahead of the 20th anniversary of controversial September 2001 UN World Conference Against Racism. Okay, in South Africa, this was held. So all these taking into consideration, they have made this forum. And here, more information about the news is there, because the resolution was approved on August 2, 2021, and it will comprise of 10 members, of which 5 will be elected by General Assembly. So this kind of detailing may not be asked, but it is related to slavery is the key point, which can be a potential question. And then the extra for mains, you can click on the Hindu link and read. Okay, the students who are enrolled will get it, others will not get the PDF. Okay, so you can enroll to the current affair PDF. Now, as per the recent judgments, which of the following are true about pardoning powers? So pardoning powers, you know, it's a constitutional thing and it should be mentioned in the constitution. But here question is asking about the recent judgments and not what is in the constitution. So president has the power to grant pardon to cases where punishment or sentence is by court martial, but no such power is available to the governor. Second one, president has the power to pardon in all cases, including that in death sentence cases. Such power is not available to the governor. So again, if you have read Lakshmikant, you will know that these two statements are mentioned in the Lakshmikant textbook and both of them are true. But here the answer is one only, because the question is not asking what is in the constitution. It is asking as per the recent judgments. Supreme Court has recently reversed it. That is in August 2021, reversed this thing and told like governor also will have that power. Okay, whatever we are telling that including death sentence, governor don't have power, that has been revised or reversed by the Supreme Court. And so governor can pardon now, even before they have completed minimum 14 years of prison sentence. So this news item, if you have missed it, you will go by the Lakshmikant and you will go and mark both 1 and 2, and that is where you get -2 marks. Okay, UPSC knows these things and that is why they'll purposely ask this also. So please see to it that you read the relevant newspaper, or if you don't follow the newspaper, read from the relevant current affair test or magazine like Vysh is. Okay, so read these things. I'm not reading everything in detail, but this is what has happened. Okay. International Security Assistance Force, ISAF, seen in news is related to. So if you see Syria, Afghanistan, Sudan, Palestine, everywhere some kind of civil war or regional issues are going on. So International Security Assistance Force was related to which one? Here answer is Afghanistan. So you know there the Taliban has come in August, and that is why many news items will be related to that. And USA have exited from there. So there was a multinational military mission in Afghanistan from 2001 to 2014. That is after USA invaded there, until now USA left. So this thing was there. It was established by UN only through a resolution under this Bonn agreement. And this is the reason it was in news. Okay, because now this Taliban has taken over the capital of Afghanistan, also Kabul. The body will obviously come in news. So what is its primary goal? What is its initial mandate? These are basic static things which hopefully UPSC won't ask, but still you can pause and read this. Okay. So again, more details are here, like what year it happened, and like ISFA, sorry, that body incrementally broadened its operation in 4 stages, like 2006 what it did, 2010, 12. So it kept on increasing the military mission. And if you see, India is not present in contributing troops to this ISAF, and other NATO members are there. So that kind of some detailing that you have to only know that India is not there. Okay, that is the what thing which is concerning you. And this again, because that issue is very serious, we have given more links to the students. If you see this link, if you click, the war in Afghanistan summary will be there. We have also made extra videos on that. That links will be there. Hindu link is also there. So everything which happened that time. Okay. UNSC against restoration of Islamic Emirate in Afghanistan. So that full summary will be there in this single MCQ. Now, Troika Plus or extended Troika seen in news recently does not include, okay, meaning it includes 3 countries from this, but it does not include one of them. Which one is this? So you have to know what is Troika Plus and extended Troika. Also, don't confuse it with the G20 Troika, which is another thing in which India is also a part now for this time. It keeps changing. So the present Troika India is there, but this is a different thing. Okay, Troika Plus and extended Troika is a different thing. And here answer will be South Africa, because this is actually if you see, India was first invited to Russia-led extended Troika meet in Qatar, but later joined. Okay, was not invited, but later India joined. So we see US, Russia, China formed something called Troika in 2019. Okay, it is to again have peace in Afghanistan. Okay, so that is why this was formed by USA, Russia, China, and that is the Troika. Now, Troika plus or extended Troika and all, if you see, it has included Pakistan this year. Okay, it has invited India also to the meeting. So this is the extended one. So now South Africa has no connection with this. Okay, so that is why that is wrong. So this Moscow format of talks and like this mini format is there. Okay, if you see Normandy format will be there when France comes into picture. Moscow format is there when Russia comes into picture. So these things and all you will know when you read the Hindu daily. Okay, every day in Hindu editorial, these kind of words will be there and you have to know. So this is the meaning of Troika or extended Troika. Now, which of the following are true about Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme? Okay, so this you would have heard already. So it was launched during the budget 2020-21. Under this scheme, central government transfers an amount of rupees 6,000 per month. Amount is transferred to all beneficiaries irrespective of the size of their land holdings. It is a central sector scheme which is 100% funded by the central government. So there are some extreme statements, there are factual things. So only if you know some of them or one or two, you can solve this question. Okay, so the easiest one here is it is not 6,000 per month, it is 6,000 per year. Okay, so that alone if you know. Okay, if you eliminate 2 because it's asking for true, you can eliminate this, you can eliminate this, you can eliminate this. This is what happens in the exam hall, and on June 5 at least 10 to 15 questions will be there like this. Okay, where one statement is what UPSC checks. UPSC doesn't care whether you know the factual thing, whether this is there or whether it is 100% funded. UPSC doesn't care of all the thing. UPSC want to know whether you know the basic of the scheme. Basic is 6,000 per year. That is the meaning of the scheme itself. So that if you knew, you could have solved this. So don't blame the UPSC that they are asking you specific static things and all. They are not asking static thing. They are asking you this current affair item or this particular scheme which you were supposed to know. Okay. So here answer is 3, 4 only. This is not budget 2020. It is I think 2019 it was launched, and then amount is transferred for all land holding. That is also a recent update. Then it is a central sector scheme which is 100% funded by central government. That's also true. So 3 and 4 is true because it is 6,000 per year and it is 2019. 3 equal installment of 2,000 in each installment. Then it is transferred for everyone with irrespective of the land holding. It is 100% funded by central government, implemented by Ministry of Agriculture. Okay, responsibility of identifying the beneficiary is with the state and UTs. So these are the basic things needed. That is why I am telling please study from someone who gives you bulleted points about the important things for UPSC alone. Instead of giving paragraph after paragraph, which is designed for means, we are giving you prelims format in every test. Okay, so please study sincerely if you have enrolled to our test series. And this is the again basic things about that scheme. And this is the news item because one installment of the this scheme was launched or released in August 2021. That is why we have asked this question. Now, Global Youth Development Index 2020 was released by the Secretariat of Commonwealth, UNESCO, World Bank, BRICS. So this again, if you have not heard or seen the current affair, you cannot solve it. Okay, it's a little unknown or unheard one. It's not a very popular one. Okay, so Global Youth Development Index 2020 was released by the Secretariat of Commonwealth, and it is a triennial ranking, meaning every 3 years only it is ranked or coming out. So obviously you will not notice it every time. Now this year it has come. Now after 3 years only this will come. So that is why this becomes important for this year's exam. So it is ranking countries between the score of 0 and 1, and it provides score on the basis of 27 indicators are there, including literacy, voting and all. And then India is ranked 122 out of 181 countries. Health witnessed the largest gain for India. So that kind of some details are there. Singapore is rank 1, and some other detailing who is the bottom. If you see Afghanistan and all is bottom. So basic details are there. Top 5 improver countries are given, and some countries which are of huge decline is given. So this enough. Okay, this is whatever is given. This is enough. If you don't click on this link also, it is fine. This basic information will be enough for this question. but you have to go and research about Commonwealth because of this. Okay, Commonwealth body, static part you have to study. That will be there in our international bodies test. Which of the following are true about National Consumer Disputes Redressal Mechanism, NCDRC? So it is set up recently under the Consumer Protection Act 2019. It is headed by sitting or retired judge of the Supreme Court of India. Section 21 of Consumer Protection Act 1986 provides for jurisdiction of this to entertain any complaint with value of more than 1 crore. So this again, you need to know some factual information to solve this. So here if you see, this is not set up recently. This body or commission is there in 1988 itself as a quasi-judicial commission under this 86 Act. Okay, Consumer Protection Act 1986. So that is wrong. So when one is wrong, these two goes away. So now you have to know whether 2, 3 only or it is none of these. So one of the statement, if it's true, it will be enough for you to get the answer. So it is headed by a sitting or retired judge of Supreme Court of India. So this is true. So obviously you will get the answer as 2, 3 only. Okay. So again here more information is given, value of more than 1 crore. So third statement is also true. And again Supreme Court of India directed union and state governments to fill the vacancies in the consumer dispute mechanism, this commission. Okay, so there are vacancies here. Supreme Court is telling to fill the vacancy. That is why this was in news. Question number 11. Al Mohad Al Hindi 2021 exercise seen in news is the first ever naval exercise between which two countries? Okay, or between which of the following countries? India is there everywhere, that when you see Hindi you will understand. So India and Oman, India and USA, Indonesia, India, UAE, Kuwait, India, Saudi Arabia. So which is the like first ever, okay, marine exercise? So this is India and Saudi Arabia. So again, whenever something happens for the first time, it always becomes important and you have to know it. Okay, for sure you have to know it. How much ever military exercise you study, and if you don't know this one, then your entire study method itself is wrong. Okay, don't take and by heart all the older things first, because current affair is always priority. Okay, so this INS Kochi, which is India's one, arrived at this Jubail port, which is in Saudi. So there it happened, and then they had this exercise. So it's the first time. So this name, please by heart it, or in your notes wherever you mention all the exercises, list this one also down. Okay. So if you are new to this channel and if you need foundational videos, and if you are a person who is going on failing prelims year after year, then you are lacking in some basics. Okay, you are not missing out on very basic things. Maybe the books you are looking into, or the way you approach it, the way you solve questions, there are some problems. So please get the foundational video from us, and for that WhatsApp us at 7200681675. Okay, now going to the next question. Talisman Saber exercise is the biggest war exercise of. Okay, so here if you see, there is no India in this, but still we are asking this question because there is a reason. Okay, so like that UPSC will also ask you. So this is the biggest war exercise of. Answer is Australia. Okay, so there Australia, Japan, South Korea and USA, they were part of this exercise, and India was also invited. Okay, India was also told like from the next edition or something you can join. So that kind of discussions, when it happens, obviously it becomes important for you, because as of now if you see, Australia, Japan, USA and all already are doing different meetings with India, and South Korea also has different meetings with India. So this exercise, which is Australia's war exercise, if India also comes in, then that will be a stronger thing to counter China. Okay, so then also there is this 2+2 meeting which happens, where defense and foreign minister will come together from both the countries. So because of all these reasons, this has to be studied. Okay, because India is being invited. Okay, Talisman Saber exercise of Australia. Now this dark Baron Gala, Royal Delicious and Scarlet Spur, exported recently from India to Bahrain, are varieties of what? Okay, so apple, mango, cherry, strawberry. So this kind of questions last 2 days also I put it, when it was like for first time Kashmir to Saudi, or Kashmir to UAE, or Himachal to a particular country. So these are in abundant now. Many things are being exported for the first time. So you have to know because it is in news. So here it is again apple variety, and you know APAD is EDA is a body, where this also is like from Himachal you are taking it and exporting. So these are the 5 varieties of apples which have been exported. So you can study the other ones also, which is not mentioned in the question. So when you see these names, you just try to remember it, because in the exam hall automatically when the option comes you will recollect it. Okay, you don't have to worry that you will forget it. You will recollect it because you have read it once sincerely. Okay, and here if you see again some mango related news is there. Firstly, mango exported to Bahrain for the first time. So this kind of things. Okay, match the following will come, like from which state it comes. So here the apples are actually Himachal Pradesh. So like that, when each thing comes, I'll show you in the question in this kind of paper, and you will be able to remember it. Okay, so this one, if you see, this from West Bengal, this mango, and these apples are from Himachal. Both are exported to Bahrain. Now, which of the following are matched correctly with its application? So this is a typical UPSC type question. Every year science, one match the following will come. Green methanol, green hydrogen, green ammonia. So all these three were in the news, and they are matched to plastic industry, petrochemical industry, fertilizer industry. So ammonia fertilizer and hydrogen petrochemical, maybe it's very easy for you to guess, but here option both 2 3 only is there and 1 2 3 is there. So methanol, if you see, that is also true. Okay, and most of the time science questions, it will be 1 2 3, it will be all true. Okay, that you can watch my tricks video, like how to get easily the solvings. Even if you don't know the content, there are methods to understand which will be the answer. Okay, so here green methanol, what is it? Green hydrogen, what it is, that I have mentioned. And the news is like India's largest integrated power generation company, that is NTPC Limited, has invited global expression of interest to establish pilot project for hydrogen blending in natural gas. Okay, so for this NTPC is doing something, hydrogen blending in natural gas, and in this itself, all these things will be there mentioned. Okay, it is exploring production of green ammonia, and it is again, if you see, mandate of using some percentage of green hydrogen, then study on green methanol is going on. So because these three were in news, that is the reason it is asked. Okay, it is not randomly picked up. So here all the three are true, because UPSC will not care about all these pilot projects and all these things in prelims. They will rather ask this kind of application type question. Okay, so here again, read this basic things and make a note. Question number 15, which of the following are the new Ramsar site matched correctly? Meaning all these are new Ramsar site recently added. After this also some has been added now. So which of the following are matched correctly? Okay, so if you see here, 1 4 2 3 4 2 3 1 2 3 4, and here if you see, this is correct and Sultanpur Haryana is correct. Okay, so answer is 2 3 only. This is not correct because this is also Gujarat and this is also Haryana. Okay, this is simply made up option. This is also made up option, meaning the top two are Gujarat and bottom two are Haryana. So study it like this itself. Okay, these two are Gujarat and these two are Haryana. So answer is 2 3 only, and the basic information about each of that park is mentioned here. So you just pause and see. Okay, UPSC don't ask like how many bird species and what are there, but still if you want information, I have given here all the four. These are the news. Four wetlands have been added to Ramsar site. After this also some have been added, that will be there in the future current affair. As and when it gets added, immediately that month current affair, it will be there. Now the trustee of PM Cares Fund includes. So this is always in news and controversial. People keep filing RTI to know the source, and because it's not transparent, they want to know who is dealing and how much money came in and came out. So here if you see, the trustees includes Defense, Home Affairs, Finance. So obviously all these three are there. So answer is 1 2 3. So this was like created in 2020 in the backdrop of COVID-19 pandemic, and we are using this money for all this relief purposes. And the trustee comprised of Defense, Home Affairs, and Finance. These are the basic information. And then again, why is the reason is because, as I told, some RTI or some plea will keep coming in the court asking for something. So this again to make it a state, meaning that fund to make it a state. That is in Article 12. If you have Lakshmikant, if you have read, there will be a definition for state. Okay, so in that state there are different bodies, public, private, and NGOs. Many bodies are there. So this also should be such a thing, so that people can ask RTI queries and get information whenever it's needed. Okay, so that thing is going on, whether it should be a state or not, and that is why the question. Question number 17. Which of the following are true about National Mission on Edible Oils, Oil Palm? Meaning this NMEO-OP. This is an extended big umbrella scheme. So you should know whether it is a central scheme with 100% funding from the center. The scheme will subsume the National Food Security Mission Oil Palm Program. It was launched in line with Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme. So here if you see, this one is a very basic direct thing, so you should know it is true. And here, because the name is like edible oil and oil palm, this also you will feel like it is true. So 2 and 3 should be definitely true, but again you are stuck with two options. Okay, either 1 2 3 or 2 3 only. Okay, A or D. So here answer is 2 3 only, because the funding financial outlay of this much, I think around 8,000 crore will be given by center and remaining will be by the states. So it's not a 100% funded thing. Okay, so to reduce India's dependence on imports of oil, this is being done. And already last 2 years consistently UPSC have asked questions regarding this oil palm and vegetable oils and all. So you have to know details about it. Okay, so the basic details are here, and remaining in our schemes PDF and all, it will be mentioned. Okay, so center and state funds are mentioned here, and it is like 5 year 6 year kind of scheme. Okay, most of the schemes which are launched in 2021, it will go till 2026. Okay, a goods trade barometer seen in news is released by, so UNIDO, UNWTO, about which yesterday we discussed a question, and then World Economic Forum, World Trade Organization, WTO. Okay, so don't confuse between these, are two different WTO. Okay, this is tourism organization and this is trade organization. So this one answer is WTO. It was launched in 2016. So here are many trade components and all these things are mentioned. It was earlier known as World Trade Outlook Indicator. So both are the same thing only, and like 100 indicators are there, quarterly basis it's updated, and basic things are there. So what is the basic information about WTO, that's also mentioned here. Full detailing will be there in our schemes test or international body test, but here for this question you just need to know goods trade barometer is released by the World Trade Organization. Okay, this again are basic information about the news, because that was released, and whatever happened, which countries went up, which countries went down, that kind of things are there. Joint guidance for the, this refers a country, one country and India, Navy to Navy relationship document was signed recently. So this kind of thing also in 2017, I think UPSC asked when India and Russia signed a particular document. Okay, so here one particular country and India has signed a joint guidance Navy to Navy relationship document. So which country is it? So here again it's Australia. So one question I showed you where the Australian war exercise India is participating. In that same meeting again, India has signed this guidance program also. Okay, so both are related, and you can note down this. Okay, so this are just the detailing of that summit, which is not important for prelims, but you should know this. Okay, and it is in line with 2020 comprehensive strategic partnership which India Australia is working on. Question number 20 is Ubharte Sitare Fund seen in news is related to. So whether it's AICT, CBSE, that is education kind of thing, or EXIM and SIDBI kind of industry kind of thing, or National Film Institute, or Ministry of Sports. So all four are very diverse sectors. So this, when seeing this name, generic name, it can fit any of these. So you had to know the current affair, okay, because it's a new thing which is being announced. So finance minister is set to launch an ambitious thing, which is implemented or jointly set up by Exim Bank and SIDBI. This is for export-oriented firms and startups, and it is launched in Lucknow. So all that kind of thing, okay, the export trade-related thing, MSMEs, whichever is involved, for them this kind of one fund is set up, Ubharte Sitare Fund. Okay, so it's a mix of structured support, financial as well as advisory services, meaning advice also, finance also, soft loans, grants, advice, everything will be given to these Indian companies. Okay, so this Exim Bank and SIDBI has developed a pipeline of more than 100 potential companies that are in Uttar Pradesh in different sectors, okay, who can get the benefits of this scheme. Now next one, which are the following are true about World Food Program, WFP. So it is the food assistance branch of United Nations. It is considered to be the world's largest humanitarian organization. Besides emergency food relief, WFP provide technical assistance and development aid, like building capacity for emergency preparedness. It is a major provider of food, medical supplies, but do not give direct cash assistance. So seeing this, almost everything will look true, and most of you will mark this as correct. But in this full thing, this section alone, okay, is wrong. It actually gives direct cash assistance also. So answer will be 1, 2, 3 only. Okay, so all the statements are true, and all the basic information. It was founded in 1961, headquarters in Rome, largest provider of school meals, focus on hunger and security. So our SDG goals, which is hunger, poverty and all, that will be getting solved if this works properly. It provides technical assistance, development aid, capacity for emergency preparedness. All the things which is needed for your exam is mentioned here. Okay, so that this body has told like around 39 million people are facing hunger problem again in Afghanistan. Okay, there's a drought also going on. So that is the reason this was in news. Now question number 22. Which of the following are true related to Kigali Amendment seen in news? So this also last many years it is in news, and you have to know. So it is an amendment to extend the Kyoto Protocol, which expired in 2020. It is legally binding on all members who ratify it. India has recently approved its ratification to the Kigali Amendment. So you have to know the static part also, the current affair part also. Okay. So here the answer will be 2, 3 only, because this is true. India recently signed in August. That is why this is asked, and it is legally binding. That is why 2 and 3 should be true. But 1 is not true because this has no connection with Kyoto Protocol. Okay, you should know basics of what is Montreal Protocol and what is Kyoto Protocol. Okay, one is for ozone layer depletion and one is for greenhouse gas. So this is for the ozone layer thing. Montreal Protocol, which got expired, that is being extended. Okay, Kyoto Protocol, when expired in 2020, we have the Paris Climate. Okay, the Paris Climate Agreement, that is actually the continuity of Kyoto Protocol. But Kigali is the continuity of the Montreal Protocol for ozone layer. Okay, to amend the Montreal Protocol. So what is the detailing like HFC, this and all, you can pause and read because it's a overall big topic to explain here. Okay, so it's a legally binding agreement, and 1987 or something it was started, this Montreal Protocol around. So this basic, okay, like how it is causing the ozone layer to restore. Okay, actually because it has restored. Montreal Protocol is one of the most successful international agreements which we had till date. Okay, every countries came together, everybody signed, and Montreal, this ozone layer actually was restoring the hole which was there, it was reducing. So that is why this is the most successful one, and so now it is continued by the amendment, Kigali Amendment. So Kigali is a place name. Try to find out which country it is. And India has now approved the ratification of the Kigali Amendment, and these are the basic targets of each country. Okay, like who will achieve what by certain dates. So this also, Vysh students will get a revision chart where I mention everything in a table format. Which of the following are true about National Monetization Pipeline? So scheme was launched with a rupees 6 lakh crore unlock value in greenfield projects. Scheme will be using the funds for infrastructure creation across India. Under the scheme, mining, telecom, ports, aviation, natural gas would be comprising of more than 66% of the total estimated value of the assets to be monetized. So what is the fund, what is the geographical span, and what are the important sectors? All three are asked in this particular thing. So you should know there was something called National Infrastructure Pipeline, and this is National Monetization Pipeline. Okay, where the assets of India will be monetized, private sector can come in, and it can be done faster and more efficiently. Okay, and basic thing you should know what is greenfield project and what is brownfield project. Greenfield means nothing is there and you are starting it from scratch. Okay, brownfield means something is already there and you are repairing it or improving it. Okay, any industry or any airline or whatever it is. So here this national monetization is for existing thing. Okay, so this greenfield is wrong, it is actually for brownfield. So if you know that basic thing, this will go away. Okay, then it is there across India, that is true. If you have heard the budget speech and all these things, you will know. So 2 should be there. So here both the places 2 is there. Now third one is a factual thing, or you should have known it. Okay, so this is actually wrong because these are not the ones which are of high this thing. It's actually the roads and railways. If you see, this is the other things, the ports and aviation and all. So 3 should not be there, and so answer is 2 only. Okay, so here if you see, it's for brownfield project. Then roads, railways and power sector will have 66% of the total estimated value, and the remaining 33%, 34% will go to these mining, telecom, ports, aviation, etc. Okay, so that we have reversed it here. So here this third one is wrong and the first one is wrong, and answer is 2 only. And these are again more detailing about it, like private sector will participate, the real estate investment trust will participate, all these things will be there. What are the challenges? These are all actually for mains. Okay, for prelims this will not be very important. So what all it includes, how many rates, how many roadways, all these detailing is mentioned here in the Express article. From there only we took it. Now question number 24, this cars in the exercise was seen in news. Which of the following are true? The first edition of the exercise happened in 2020. The 2021 edition happened in India. The military exercise is conducted alternatively in Kazakhstan and India. So again, current affair oriented. It's not the static one, because static means we'll just ask like whether it is India and which country. So that time it will be Kazakhstan. So that is a very direct, simple question. But here it's a detailing of it based on the recent editions. Okay. So here if you see, the recent edition did not happen in India. So there itself you will get the answer actually as 3 only. Okay, if you know that the recent edition did not happen in India, it was happening in Kazakhstan region. If you see here, this Isa BB in Kazakhstan, then you can eliminate 2 here, you can eliminate 2 here, and eliminate 2 here. This is the only thing UPSC is testing. Okay, the first and third statement you did not even have to read. So here first edition happened in 2020 is wrong, because first edition happened long back, and fourth edition was there in 2019. Fifth edition has happened now. So this is wrong. And 2011, sorry, starting itself it is not there, it is there many years back. And military exercise is conducted alternatively. This is true. Okay, so 1 year in India, 1 year in Kazakhstan. So last time it happened in India, This time it happened in Kazakhstan. So that is the only information you wanted to know, the statement 2, and you could have solved this. There again more information about the recent one. Last question. Forum for Decarbonizing Transport, seen in news, was launched by. So Ministry of Transport and Google, Ministry of Environment and UNEP, Niti Aayog and World Resource Institute, Renewable Energy Corporation and UNFCCC. So this kind of things, again, if you have not studied, you cannot do, and ABCD type, you should not take risk. Okay, every year 1 or 2 questions will be there where this kind of some protocol or some forum, something will be there, and most of the time it will be like European Union, Africa, India, Asia, like that options will be there. So if you have not heard it, don't take a guesswork because it will go wrong. So here if you see, this Forum for Decarbonizing Transport is launched by Niti Aayog and World Resource Institute. So they launched it. The name itself is clear, decarbonizing transport. So for that, whatever is needed, whatever targets has to be achieved, they have mentioned here. And static part, you have to go and find out what is this World Resource Institute. Okay, in our international body, I will again discuss, but you have to do your own research also. Okay, this is how UPSC will ask question. When something is in news, based on that, what all extra questions you can make. That is what you have to look for. Okay, this is the 25 questions for today. You can comment your score and see whether it is different from yesterday. And if you are weak and if you're not able to solve questions, you have to enroll to this PDF, because now also in August, I have discussed only 25 questions. Remaining, there are 75 more questions in that same PDF. Okay, in one day you can revise it. So next 50 days, if 50 tests if you do from this particular series, you will be gaining a lot of marks. Okay, so if you want to see free test, you can email. But again, there will be many people who, whenever they see the word free, they'll come and simply get it. But after that, they don't do anything. So when you do this half kind of work, that is where you regret after the exam. So either if you want to enroll, approach us, see the sample, and then study with that. But simply just because one word free is there, okay, let me get some 3 free tests, you are not going to get anything out of it. Okay, simply 3 PDF will lie with you, and with that you are not going to get maybe how much marks you will get. 1 or 2 current affair will come from that particular PDF which you have. But what about the remaining thing? So only if you have the intention to buy this and study this to clear this exam this year, then come and get the free test. Okay, else we don't have any harm in giving this. Anyone who wants, we can give it. But I'm telling you, that is just that momentary pleasure you get by getting, okay, I got 3 free tests. Okay, so please see to it that you are contacting us. This is the WhatsApp number for enrollment. All the details are given here. And please subscribe so that we can keep this free content alive on a regular basis. Thank you and have a nice day.